Welcome back to Nonsensical. This is the show where we talk about the most intense, most thought-provoking discussions known to man. My name's Biff Manley, that's Chad Strongchin, and we welcome you to the series known as Mini Nonsense. Cue explosions! I got you guys with that intro, right? Yeah, sorry. Biff Manley and Chad Strongchin couldn't actually make it today. Anyways, I'm Isaac, that's Peter, and if you haven't seen Mini Nonsense before, it's just a nice, short, condensed version of our podcast where we talk about, instead of one topic, we talk about three small, random topics that are just on our mind.
We're going to talk about embarrassing situations that everyone gets put into, whether it's, at a public space or just walking down the street or even with people that you know. There's always some weird, awkward situation that you get put in out of your control.
Okay, so one thing I think we can all relate to of just being awkward is, I don't know what it is, but elevators.
In general?
Yeah, like, I'm perfectly fine going in an elevator. It's not the elevators that I'm scared, but it's always the moment someone's like, oh, can you hold it? Or like someone walks in with me, because then it's like, I'm just going to look at the buttons, I guess, because I can't look at the person next to me because I don't know if I'm afraid to be turned to stone or what, but like, it's just like this weird confined space with a stranger, and it's like, I can't. I can't with it. It's so weird.
And I get to go in an elevator Monday through Friday going up to my work. What happens when there's even more than two people in an elevator? Then where do you look? Like you said, when there's two people, you're looking at the buttons. But what about there's like six people in the elevator?
I'm looking up.
There's no way you're going to be looking at each other.
Look at that floor.
Unless if you're already talking to someone, maybe that's okay.
The only way I could see myself talking to the person in the elevator is if I know that person, that we got into the elevator together because we're going to the same place. One thing I find very awkward, and I'm sure many people will agree, is you're walking and someone's walking towards you, and you both do like the because you both try to like avoid each other, but you go the same direction. I've done that so much at work where I'm walking and me and the person will get into like this weird dance off where it's like, because neither of us will, we think too similarly. I hate it. I don't know. That makes me want to
You go left and they also go left, but it's the same.
It's like, stop!
It could happen on the sidewalk. It could happen in the hallway, either at school or just in a mall. There's lots of different situations where you get put in we'll call it like narrow path, and you got someone coming at you and you got to go one way or the other. I think the worst is when you've got like someone walking, if you're walking outside on the sidewalk or whatever, and someone's coming at you with a dog or someone biking, and it's like, okay, who's gonna step off the sidewalk?
I know, it's like this weird like battle of like who'll make the first move, who will make the right move.
Just an awkward situation you get put in every single time you get in that situation.
I know. I love to go on walks. I mean, it's cold and gross out, so I haven't been on a nice long walk in a while. But when it's nice out, I like to go on walks, and it's always like oh no, someone's coming towards me, and like I'll have my earbuds in, I'm just looking ahead, and I'll just see the person getting closer and closer, and I have like the inner dialogue of like, okay, just be prepared. They might go for the left, and you should also be prepared, because that way you don't go the same way. Oh man, they're getting closer and closer. I really hope that they turn before I do, and they turn if I do. And then it happens or something, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah. On that same note, I mean, another awkward situation is you're just walking, and someone comes walking, and they're like close enough behind you, and it's like, am I supposed to just like keep walking? Or are they gonna kind of try to like pass around me? What am I supposed to do here?
I know. It's like it's basically like someone tailgating you while you're walking.
Yeah.
Gosh, no. I'll be walking normally, or like I'm a fast walker in general, and like I'll be walking at like my normal pace, which is kind of faster than some other people, and there'll be people who are like walking slow enough ahead of me, and I'll be walking, but I'll catch up to them, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
So then I'll speed up right by them, and I'm always like, man, they must like think I'm just like, I don't know, like abrasive or something. But I'm just like, I don't like being trapped behind people, but I always feel so like, excuse me, coming through.
Or if you're behind a group of people that are going slow, that's even worse. Almost.
I know, because then you're like trying to figure out where to go. For me, the thing that I hate most, that actually causes me great discomfort, is I hate awkward handshakes. Hate them, hate them, hate them. There was an instance once where I went over to a friend's house and I was meeting their parents for the first time, and I came in with my jacket, and I was holding it, and their mom held out her hand, and I was like, "Oh, she's going for a handshake." So I was like, and I grabbed her hand, and she's like, "Oh, I was just trying to grab your jacket, but we can shake hands too." And I was like, "Okay." When I get home, I'm cutting off this hand, I'm throwing it in the lava, I'm melting it. This hand is useless now. I don't know what it is. Those types of handshakes, man, awkward handshakes. The one time where I went like this and someone held up the same hand as me, and I was like, oh no. Or the infamous, I had one here at church once where I was like that, and they had a fist bump, and we were like, and then I was just like waved and walked off. It's horrible, man. I actually just want to like curl to a ball and die afterwards.
If you're holding something in your, like if they put out the right hand and you got to shake them with your right hand, you're holding something in your right hand, or you're holding with both hands, and you got to like shift around to, get your hand to give them a nice handshake.
That's why I just wave from far away.
Yeah. Or something awkward that's happened to me a lot of times actually is I'm meeting like my younger brother's friends that try to dab me up, but I go for a handshake because I'm too much of like an unk, and I'm already like put in a environment where a handshake is the best way to greet someone new, and they go to dab me up, and I'm like,
No, I was put in the same situation. Like at work, like I have people who are a couple of years younger than me, and they would try to dab me up, and I just was like. And then they all were like, "Do you not know how to dab people? Do you not know how to dab people up?" I'm like, "I don't know." People I was friends with in school, none of us dabbed each other up. We didn't touch each other at all. So whenever I was given someone sticking out their hand, I'd be like, "Ah, yes, going for the businessman greeting." And then all of a sudden they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
So another awkward thing, probably the last thing we'll cover, is that when you're talking to someone, whether it's someone new or just in general, and there's just like an abrupt, like, how do you end this conversation situation where like someone just keeps talking a little bit too much, or you get put to where like the conversation has peaked and it has now dove deeper than it was at the beginning, and then now what are you supposed to do when the conversation's just like flat?
You're really forcing a conversation to keep going when it just should have ended way ago, and you're just asking like the awkward questions, and they're probably giving like one-word responses of like, "So you like movies?" Yeah.
So anything else you want to know about me?
No. Other than just saying like, "Oh, nice to meet you," or something like that, it's like, do I say bye? Do I like? Well, I don't know if I'll ever see this person again. Sometimes, so it's like.
Yeah, I usually go for like the see you later.
I usually just grab my smoke grenade, hit it, puff of smoke, and I'm gone. I don't have to say anything.
The next topic we got for today's episode is we're gonna take 5 animals and try to create a human voice or put a human voice to these 5 animals.
Kind of like I think we all like. This is not an original concept. Like there's guys on a podcast I watched. They did a whole episode where they gave animals voices that they like the voices they hear when they see these animals, and I just thought it'd be funny. Yeah, and because. We all do it in our own way, whether we think so or not. So one of the first animals we were going to do is just, the classic tiger.
Yes.
Besides, like, the obvious, like, oh, they're great, like the Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger. Like, I just feel like a tiger would just have a manly voice. Like, very much like the, like, jock bodybuilder type, like, "Yeah, you get him, boss. Like, yeah, the lion may be the king of the jungle, but I got all these like powerful stripes on me." Like just like low bass. Like
I agree with you. That was where I was headed. But if you think about some other cartoons, Tigger is a tiger.
That's true.
And
That's
Tigger's
true.
voice is not that at all.
No. No, I know. A lot more whimsical. Next animal we had on our list that we want to talk about is a chimpanzee.
Yep.
Now, I have I'm pretty sure we all know what a chimpanzee is. They're kind of like the epitome of a monkey. Like what you think most monkeys look like. That's a chimpanzee. I have the voice in my head of what the chimpanzee is. Do you have one of what you
I do,
hear?
yes, yeah.
All right.
We'll see if it's kind of similar.
I'm going to have you go first. What voice do you hear first?
So the voice that I have in my mind for a chimpanzee, and I don't think a chimpanzee is a monkey.
Oh, ape. My bad.
Exactly.
My bad.
But
all these zoologists are like frothing in the comments below. It's an ape. It's an ape.
It's not a monkey. It's an ape. The mind or what is in my mind for a chimpanzee voice is very much a like high pitched, excited, but also very dumb sounding voice, like a "Hey guys," it's something like that. It's like,
like just way too excited, but like
way too excited,
very naive. Like, well, look at the guy with the gun over there. He must not be a hunter, must be a friend.
Yeah, pretty much a voice like that. That's where my mind goes when there's a chimp in my peripheral vision or vision.
Because us Minnesotans, we run into chimpanzees all the time.
All the time.
But mine's a little different.
Okay.
I don't know why, but immediately I think of the chimpanzees like funny movements and like faces they make, and I just feel like I don't know. I feel like they also like Jack Black.
Oh, okay.
Like I hear like the.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like I've heard some of the songs and I hear like the or he always like some big sound effects. So I imagine him like doing like the wow, let's go guys, let's get this banana on.
Yeah.
So anteater, that's our next animal. They're pretty funky looking animals.
Yes.
They're majestic creatures. Don't get me wrong. All the zoologists in the comments, stay back, I say. Anteaters are funny. They got their long snouts,
Mouths,
tongue mouths, but then they also get the weird like claw hands. Like it's supposed to be that you actually don't want to cross them in the wild because their talons are supposed to be like razor sharp. So if they do like the T pose, it's supposed to be like you need to run. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they come across as really clumsy and oafish to me though, because they have like this type of walk. So I imagine it more like, hello guys. Oh, like they have to have a lisp too for some reason. Like, we're all those anthills. Oh, like this stupid laugh like following around. Like, oh.
Yeah.
God, I wish I had more than two claws to walk on. Oh.
That is not where I was going.
Oh gosh.
My mindset with an anteater is just like a very, very like calm voice. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, keep going in the right direction. Keep going. Keep going.
I like peaceful villager anteater more than crazy, the stupid, weird anteater that I came up with. Like your anteater is like the character they meet in the video game that gives like the instructions in a tutorial, like now press X to jump, press square to punch. Yeah, your tutorial is not complete. I go eat ants now.
Something like that. Yeah, just like a very like
lowercase voice.
Yeah, exactly. Lowercase. That's a good way to put it.
Those are the animals we discussed beforehand. Now we each have our own animal we're gonna bring to the table.
Yeah.
So the animal I decided to pick for this one is one called the maned wolf. Now, Peter, I showed you a picture beforehand.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting to say the
least. The initial picture I saw of this thing, if you don't know, the maned wolf here, beautiful picture. It looked like a normal wolf. Then I saw a full picture of it. There is something really off about its legs. I hate the way its legs look. It's got this, I don't know, friggin' spider wolf.
Weird proportions.
I don't know. I feel like this wolf is like the main villain of a movie, and like I hear like a like now I've got you in my sights. Like he's like crawling after you, like just like lightning striking in the background. Like this is the main wolf that ties women to like railroad tracks and is like just I don't know. I get a creepy like mustache twirling villain vibe from them.
The animal that I chose is kind of more annoying than that one probably, and everyone has to deal with them. It's the common housefly. So the voice that I have in my mind for a common housefly is just like a very sloppy voice, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna get fire.
Yeah, like something like that.
Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Pretty much.
Get some trash about precious.
A lot of, slop, as you'd think a fly is kind of a dirty animal or is it an animal? Like what? How do we consider, like, is an insect an animal?
Anything that's not human and lives and moves
Is an animal? Okay. Yeah, kind of like a high guy.
Always has something in its mouth.
Yeah, something like that.
Buzz buzz. I feel like that's a really good voice. That's better than the one I came up with. Mine is just like, for a fly, I just imagine it's like my voice but really sped up. So it's like, hey, where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? You think you're going anywhere? You think you're going anywhere? Hey, I'm gonna get your ear knob. I'm gonna get your ear knob. I feel like they just talk super fast and it's like, hey, stop. Okay, so now technically we have a part 2 to this topic, but it's still staying on animals. We want to talk about animals that we would not want to see human-sized. Now, the first one that comes to mind that I don't want to see human-sized, and I think everyone can agree with me, is centipedes.
Ah, yes.
Centipedes give me the willies, the creeps, everything. Even if they're small size.
The ones that like have really skinny legs.
Well, that's a millipede technically.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. Now who's getting corrected on the animals?
Sorry.
But they're also creepy. Anything with just those amount of legs. Centipedes are the ones with like the legs that come out to the sides and are like hairy.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. Like, that's so gross. Could you imagine those things like 6 feet tall, just like, I feel like they'd slither after you and like squeeze you, or like just like claw you out with their little
fuzzy
pointer.
hands. Not
Gross. If there's a mad scientist watching this, please don't. Just don't experiment with like size mutations.
I think we can all agree with that one.
Yeah,
it should not
that's
be
nasty.
The animal that I came up with that I was looking at is I don't know, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't heard of it, but it is the purple frog. It is
like a dark frog, or is it a different type of frog?
It's a purple frog.
Just purple.
The name is purple frog.
Okay.
And an image is it right here. It is. I'll show you it after. It's quite the sight to see. We'll just say it looks like a lot, like very slimy and just hunky and
a hunky frog.
A hunky frog, pretty much. Like take a blobfish and a frog and put them together, and that's what a purple frog is.
Okay. See, when I hear hunky frog, hunky is usually associated with like handsome. So I mentioned this frog with a really square jaw, like ribbit.
No. Okay. It's more like
real fleshy frog.
A little bit too overweight kind of frog.
Like it's whatever the croak like thing just is always out, just
yeah, pretty much.
Just inflated. Ooh.
Yep, pretty much. Very, very, very small hands, very small feet. I don't know if it jumps. It's gotta.
It just bounces. Boom, boom. Look how fat it is. So you don't want that human size.
No.
Gross.
Not at all. It'd be more gross than anything else.
Okay, so now this animal necessarily wouldn't creep me out if it was human size, but it'd be very problematic, and that's squirrels.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, me personally, I love squirrels. I love watching them. They're funny. Like, they're just watching the antics they get into in my yard. But can you imagine, like a 6 foot tall squirrel? It like it's running around, then it crashes through your window, and you like look at it, and it does that like.
Thinks for a second.
And it does like the darting. It's like it starts like crashing into all your stuff, and then like. You try to like subdue it, and the thing is, a normal squirrel would probably bite you. This type of squirrel just go, ow, just eat you whole. Like no, like anything with that erratic of movements, we do not need gigantic because it's way too much destruction. And then it'll be like digging its nuts, and you'll just see like this giant hole in your yard that you're like, oh,
you can put a swimming pool there.
Watch out for the mountain of dirt.
So the other animal that I thought of, it's also kind of a unique animal that I would not like necessarily. It might actually already be human-sized, but I would not want to be interacting with a human-sized this. And this animal is a wakari. In other words, it's like an orangutan meets those like baboons, but instead of the red being on the back end, it's the whole face is just very, 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 very red, sunburnt face. And just kind of like, monkey, what I think of is like, it's like a red-faced orangutan.
Oh, okay.
But I just would never want to come in contact with something like that as human size. You just like get a knock on the door and you just like, see this guy.
Hey, can I borrow some cups? Just bounds it on his one arm.
Yeah.
Like,
Like what? What?
I feel like I'd imagine that they're not even like destructive like the squirrels. They're just pests. But since they're big, you can't just get rid of them. You just have to like wait them out.
Yeah.
And they just like move out of your house. No, the last animal that comes to mind that I don't want human size, and that's bats.
Oh. Yeah.
Bats are already creepy small. They already got weird faces and like their little like squeaky noises that they make. Could you imagine a 6 foot tall like bat using like what is it? Echolocation, just shattering windows like.
Yeah.
There's a Batman villain called Man Bat, where it's literally a human-sized bat. And if you know, all the comic book guys listening to me out there, you know how destructive and creepy that guy is. I don't want him in real life. It's gross, and bats are weird. Their leathery wings, and you're walking outside at night and just
Yeah, you could get
just scooped.
pretty much.
Never seen again.
That would be interesting. Imagine a world with all of these.
Yeah. I don't wanna. All right, and for our final topic, this is gonna be a quick one, but this is gonna be a pretty fun one. We decided to find random objects around our area, and we are going to create a sport involving this object.
Somehow.
All right, so I found some coffee lids, and the name of my game is, well, not the name of my game, because I don't have the name of my game. What the point of the game is that there's gonna be a small stick, like something up in the ground, and you have to swing it and try to get it through the little slot, the little drinking slot. You have to try to make it land on there so it goes.
Yeah. So it's a really challenging game.
Yeah, it's not. It's a very hard game. It's not even much of a sport as it is a Dude Perfect video.
Okay.
But like, it's more of a trick shot. But like, I can imagine like these like athletic men like in like shorts and t-shirts, all like sweaty and like just whatever, and then also like.
And there's just a mound.
Just a pile of them.
Yeah.
I'll just call it lid ball.
Lid ball.
Lid ball.
Okay. So what I've got in my hands are 4 different types of fake and real sugars. I guess they're all real. We have sugar, Trivia stevia leaf sugar. We have domino sugar. I don't know what that means. And we have sweet and low calorie sweetener. That's probably a fake sugar. These are all going to be part of our game. So we've got 4 different packets of sugar. They're different sizes. The whole aim of the game is you could play this in any room. Okay, any size of room. It could be a whole gymnasium. It could be as big as, you know, your 5 foot by 8 foot, like, I don't know, trailer in the, I don't know, whatever. Random rooms. Doesn't matter what size the room is. The size of the room does depict how challenging the game is, though.
Okay.
So, each of these packets of sugar basically represents one of your characters, okay? And you are all trying to get from one side of the room, the physical room, to the other, okay? So each of you has one of these packets of sugar. Now the idea is that each individual will then chuck their sugar. So you take turns, okay?
Yep.
Chuck your sugar on the ground, okay? Now everyone has to somehow stand and touch the sugar packet, both without opening it up and without touching the rest of the ground. Like they have to touch this. So they could be stepping, this is a weird analogy, but they could be stepping on like the corner of this sugar packet, and all 4 of them need to be on a corner of the sugar packet, okay?
Okay.
Their other foot doesn't matter. But then the next person goes and they throw a sugar packet. And then they do the same, and then they throw another one. And you only got 4 goes.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, that is out of bounds. You have 4 goes to try to get to whatever the other side is. And maybe people have more turns than just one, but the whole idea is basically like a stepping stones game.
Sugar step.
Sugar step, yeah. That's a good game. Good name. Yeah, I like that. So
if we get 100,000 likes, we'll play these sports.
Okay.
We'll make a video where we play lid ball.
Until we actually make it.
Yeah, until we actually make it, and then we'll play sugar step.
Yeah.
Also, lid ball, the game without a ball, and it has ball in the name.
Hey, that's okay.
Because we ball it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. This might have been one of the most awkward, random episodes we've ever done ever. But I had fun. I think you had fun. Oh, we hope you guys had fun. If it was awkward, hopefully y'all just still chuckled.
That's the whole point of it. As long as you're enjoying the stuff. Comment down below if you have any ideas for possible podcast episodes or small podcast things like us, or even shorts that you wanted us to perform. I guess. All of the above, all options open.
Or even give us what are embarrassing things that you can't stand, or just awkward moments you can't stand being put in. Anything you want to comment about the video itself, go ahead, down below. We love to read them.
Hit the like button while you're at it. Subscribe down below. Trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2026.
Yes.
New challenge that I just set for myself and us.
Yeah, I know. Well, we didn't talk about that behind, but I'm for it. I'm in it. I'm with it. Boom.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.